That's what I'm talking about. Our next student is Sarah Sonies.
Sonies, yeah.
She is getting a Bachelor's of Science degree in Mass
Communications.
Excuse me, I'm using the shorthand. Mass Communications. Going to be a broadcaster?
No, my focus is in print journalism, and then I'm going to go get my master's at American University in public communication.
Okay, so not Barbara Walters, but
Close.
close. All right. All right. She is. Her next plans, yes, is to pursue a graduate degree at American University.
Yes.
Excellent. And she's been the current president of Hillel here at VCU, and has been a member of the Hillel here at VCU since you came.
Yeah, all 4 years.
All 4 years. Without further ado, we're going to need no further introduction. Sarah Sonies.
I hope everybody's doing well. When I was talking to Hillel's advisor, Katie Levin, who unfortunately couldn't be here today because of a family obligation, she said that she hoped my speech would be so moving it would make her cry, because apparently the speech last year made her cry. So she can't be here to cry, but if anyone wants to cry, so I can just come home, and if she comes home, I can be like, my speech was good. But growing up, I'm from Northern Virginia, and the community there is really diverse, one of the most diverse in the state. But I never really imagined that I would find myself at home here in a Jewish faith-based organization, or even really home in such a big school. As you guys all well know, VCU is a school of over 30,000 students now. By far one of the biggest schools in the state. And when I first started at VCU, I was terrified of how big it was. I was like, oh, what if I make the wrong choice? Like, what if I really should have gone to a smaller school? But I didn't really act on that decision. But so freshman move-in day, 4 years ago, if you guys any of you have moved into the dorms, you know how crowded and wall-to-wall people it was outside of Rhodes Hall. And my parents were in 06, it was the worst I've heard it's ever been. My parents were somewhere parking the car, and I'm standing with all of my stuff. Like, I didn't know what to do, waiting to receive further instructions, and just basically freaking out. I was like, there's so many people, I'm never gonna have friends, there's no Wegmans here, I wanna go home. And out of nowhere, Julie Bunsen, who's sitting right up there, pops out of nowhere and goes, "Are you Sarah Sonies? I'm your new roommate." And it turns out that Julie and I were both Jewish, and she invited me to my first ever VCU Hillel event, Pizza in Monroe Park, the following day. And I was never really active in Jewish youth groups in high school or growing up. I went to synagogue occasionally, but she really brought me out to my first ever Hillel event, and the people I met there were so cool. I wasn't expecting them to be as smart, as funny, as really down to earth and just fun to hang out with as everybody was. So I kept coming out, and really all of us who are active in Hillel have the fact that we are Jewish in common. But we all have different interests, aspects on life, and to an extent, some of us even have different spiritual beliefs. But that diversity is really what was so integral of my faith experience in college and at VCU, was really that diversity. And when I first started being active in Hillel here, the community was really small and really struggling. And basically what Julie and I and a small group of the rest of us decided to do was we're going to take our faith, we're going to take the Hillel here, and we're going to turn it into something not unrealistically big, but bigger and better, to really the best of our ability. And we persisted at it, and it was really hard at times. And there were some Shabbat services we'd have on Friday where they were just cookouts at our friends' houses, and it would be, 5 to 10 people there, but we would still keep doing services, hang out, eat hamburgers and hot dogs, and just have fun, because we were like, as long as we're doing something to keep halal alive on this campus, then it's gonna really improve the community around. And really, so much of my college experience was built upon being able to interact with the other Jewish students I met. Just from the Shabbat services to some of the stuff we did, such as Monday bagels and coffee, where we all just got together on a Monday to eat bagels and drink coffee. It's pretty self-explanatory, but just stuff like hanging out. And especially when I got to go on the birthright trip to Israel for 10 days. I would not be the same person. I would be standing here before you today had I not had those experiences. And and every day I'm thankful that I had a really good time at that first halal event that Julie invited me out to. And I'm really thankful for all the awesome people I've gotten to work with, from our advisor, who won Advisor of the Year, go KB, and just watching halal grow and seeing the more enthusiastic participants really every year was really something that, even when things got tough with halal, things got tough with school, it made it really easy to keep going, because the Jewish community here, the Jewish faith-based community here especially, has almost tripled in size since 2006. And that's one of the most positive things about being part of halal, about my experience with my faith in college, is seeing so many people come out to Shabbat, to come out to pray, to hang out, to have fun, has really been awesome. And it can be difficult to find one niche in college, especially at a big school like VCU. But halal really helped me find that niche, and everything that halal did for me really was a completely priceless experience, and I'll definitely remember it for the rest of my life. And because I promised, thank you, Mom and Dad. I love you.